look at her, and then what is this? What is this? Funimation, seriously, what did you guys do? What is that? How did you mess that up so badly? Funimation, what have you done to this poor anime? What did these poor anime girls do to deserve this? You have the original airing in Japan on the top, and then you scroll down to the bottom, and apparently this is what Funimation played. Now, this is still allegedly Funimation's fault. It might not be, however, everything seems to be indicating that this is Funimation's fault, and we have someone who's familiar working in the, not anime industry, the animation industry, who comments on this and points the finger at Funimation as well. So we'll get to taking a look at what they say. Let's compare some more of these images. There you go, and there you go. So obviously, something's really bizarre here. And I actually got tipped to the story thanks to Burnout3s3 shouts out, who says, at Hero Hey, okay, this is weird. Yes, I agree, this is weird. They say, apparently the broadcast version playing on Japanese TVs looks noticeably better than the version Funimation is streaming. Is this a different cut of the episode? Now, when I got this tweet, honestly, I had to just look at it for a few minutes and reread the tweet and look at the pictures because it's something I really don't understand either, to be honest. I think I responded to this just saying pretty much, this is weird. I don't know what's going on. I wish I had an answer for this guy. We're going to get somewhat of an answer in this video, although, again, this is still just kind of speculation and theories. Now, let's take a look at some more of the comparisons in this tweet. Okay, so let's take a look. This is the one that we saw a moment ago. However, now you got a much bigger version. So you can see the top has more detail and the whole style looks quite different. Although most of these screenshots, it's going to be specifically the details that are changing. So let's take a look again. We'll scroll to the top. So apparently that's like the original version. Keep an eye out, especially for the shading, right? The shading and all that sort of stuff. And then here is apparently Funimation's version. Now this one's not terrible. However, the next one's even worse. So let's take a look at this one. So again, focus on the shading, focus on the eyes, the hair, all that sort of stuff, you know, the little finer details, so to speak. And then we'll scroll it down and suddenly the finer details and the shading are pretty much gone. I mean, there's a little bit of shading below her neck, around her neck, and, you know, around the sleeves. However, if you go to the original, I mean, there's shading on the knuckles even, you know, between the fingers, like a lot more finer details, like I said. I think we have one more. Okay, and here is the final comparison, and this one's probably the funniest, to be honest. Take a look at the girl running, right? So take a look at her, and then what is this? What is this? Funimation, seriously, what did you guys do? What is that? How did you mess that up so badly? We also had Ilavatar, who said, okay, actually the first tweet says, excuse me, so Tamayomi 4 was a disaster. It melted incredibly hard. However, what is even more sad is that the staff probably had to rush to give the streaming platforms an early version, and the result is catastrophic, as you can see. And they follow it up now saying this part. Okay, little precision for the Tamayomi episode 4 mess. It seems that the unfinished version is just Funimation's fault. The other streaming services have the correct and finished version, same as the TVATX version. So again, allegedly, Funimation, what have you done here? Why did you do this? This is hilarious stuff, though. My Hero Academia News says, it looks like Funimation has put an unfinished version of an episode of this anime in its service. And these comparisons are just great. Although, to be fair, we pretty much looked at the comparisons already, so I'll just give you the rest of the news. This was also posted on our Funimation, the Reddit subreddit for Funimation. They say, Tamayomi, the baseball girl episode 4 shows noticeable difference in animation quality between broadcast and simulcast. Edit, Funimation has replaced the episode with the improved broadcast version. So apparently, Funimation has remedied this. You know what, though, guys? You know what? We still get to laugh. We still get to laugh at it, though. So that's the great stuff. I hope you are enjoying this video. If you are, please thumbs the video up. And let's continue to take a look at the news. So they also say, Tamayomi is a sports anime that centers around a group of girls trying to make it big. Fans noticed episode 4 showed a remarkable lack of quality with odd images of girls looking off-model, bad animation, and strange zoomed-in angles. Could you imagine you're just sitting there, like you've watched 1 through 3 and everything was normal enough, and then you turn on episode 4, it's like, whoa, is something not right with me? Did I wake up on the wrong side of the bed today? Or is this episode like just completely weird? You know what I mean? That's pretty funny stuff. So they go on and write, however, someone made a collection of images showing that the images vastly differed from the version broadcast on Japanese television. Here is the Imager album. Most of these you have seen already. However, this one I don't think I've seen yet. Oh my gosh, dude. The character doesn't even have a face in the background. This is so pathetic. Oh my gosh. And then this is the character we've seen this one, just not that screenshot. Wow. Just wow. Finally, they say fans speculate that a different cut of the episode was given to Funimation so they could sub the episode while a different version of the episode was improved upon and released onto Japanese television sets. Does Funimation intend to replace their version with an improved version or not? And apparently they edited it saying that Funimation did do that. Now, we do have a very interesting quote here from the Redditor Day Krieg, who claims to have experience working in Western animation and has a couple theories about this. Let's take a look at what they say, and that's how we'll end the video. So they write, that looks like someone sent Funimation a work-in-process version, judging by the lack of textured models in the background. I've only experienced working in Western animation as an animation editor, but the standard of that looks like something we'd have at a final animation before composing at offline. So it's missing 3 stages of the animation process: comp, offline, and online. It would also explain why some of the shots look low quality in the image standard, not just flat, like it's of a lower quality with a lot of pixels. Anything with any form of tracking is distinctively of lower quality because prior to the offline, a lot of camera movements would be done by the editor by simply scaling into the image in the edit. When the offline stage comes around, they'd replace all those edit-made movements with ones done by the compositing team, and the offline edit should have no effects applied to it in the editorial. It would just be laid out of the timeline as one single track. I don't know if that's terminology or if that's a typo there. So they say the scenario is either A, Funimation is treated like a client, so would be sent cuts of each episode at each stage, keys, in-betweens, final animation, offline, and online to be signed off, and someone at Funimation uploaded the file from the final animation instead of the online. This is the most likely scenario. So the guy saying the most likely scenario is basically that someone at Funimation had a little mistake, a little gaffe. B, Funimation is only distributor, so someone in the studio in Japan putting together the delivery to them sent them the wrong file, less likely because a television studio in Japan got the right one, and usually it's the same file sent to all distributor. It's actually fascinating to watch from the perspective of someone who works in animation, however, in a different country. So yeah, fascinating stuff. And that's what I really like how this Redditor ended that, because even to this person who has experience working in animation, this is still like a bizarre situation to them. They're still not really sure how this got messed up. And to be fair, no one really knows, I suppose, except Funimation and whoever they were associating with working on this project. Maybe they would also know. Still, I think it's pretty comedic. Hopefully you found this video entertaining. Hopefully it gave you a laugh. I mean, it's news video. It's definitely some funny news, though. Looks like that's it for this one. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comments below. I will also link my Nyannet report in the description. If you would like to take a look at it, feel free to, of course. And a big thanks to Ollie Wooly Gaming, Amazernon, Striker Red, Mia Robinson, Shogun, Phantom, Ice Cream, Dinosaur K, Baku Girl, Light on the Brain, Intimidator, 0108, KJC, Mr. Anime 343, and Altier Eggs Benedict for helping out with the last 2 videos. Thank you guys for sharing those, and thank you all for tuning in. Again, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.